Wrist strengthening exercises. It is now safe for you to start strengthening the muscles in your hand and arm. Your hand will feel weak at first as you have not been able to use it normally for a while. The muscles in your hand and arm are the same as any other muscles. They get weak when they're not used and need to be exercised to get stronger. Complete all the following exercises 1 to 2 times a day, repeating between 5 and 10 times. Gradually increase the weights that you use as the exercise gets easier. Use your hand for normal everyday activities. If you're having any specific difficulties with activities, you may be referred to an occupational therapist. Hold a sponge ball or towel in your hand and squeeze it as hard as you can. You can also do this by pinching the sponge between your thumb and each finger in turn. Progress to using something firmer, such as plasticine. In this example, a tennis ball is being used, but a stress ball would be an alternative. Here, a sponge is being used. Two, pinch tweezers or a clothes peg between the thumb and each finger in turn. Here a clothes peg is being used. Different clothes pegs can give different resistance, but if you place an elastic band around the end of the clothes peg, this can also make it more challenging. Work down each finger. The index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger. Three, wrap an elastic band around your fingers and try to spread them apart. Repeat this with the band around the fingers and your thumb. If it is too easy, then you can always get another elastic band or double up the elastic band. Then try it involving the thumb, spreading the fingers as far as you are able. 4. Rest your arm on a table with your hand over the edge. Hold a weight in your hand, e.g. a tin of food. Lower your hand down, then lift it up. Turn your arm over and then repeat the exercise. The exercise can be performed firstly with the palm down. Here a weight is being used, but you could use a shopping bag or a tin of food. Then turn it over so the palm is facing upwards. Again, if not a weight, a tin, something appropriate, enough weight that it is challenging and not too easy, but not so much that it is painful. 5. Turn your arm onto the side with your hand still over the edge of the table and holding the weight. Lower your hand down and then lift it up. An alternative to holding a weight or a tin of food might be something like using a rolling pin or even a hammer. The weight should be light enough that it is not too uncomfortable, but heavy enough that you feel you're working the muscles. 6. Holding a rolling pin or a light hammer, Rest your arm on the table and slowly lower the rolling pin to one side and then the other by rotating the forearm. So going from palm up to palm down. Example 1 uses a weight, but rolling pins or hammers would be alternatives. When practicing this movement, make sure that the elbow stays close by the body, so the shoulder isn't being used to compensate for any lack of movement in the wrist. So hold the elbow tight to the body. If the movement is limited, just move as far as you are able at the wrist.